Hi ladies, and thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I am finally going to do a full face makeover. I will be using my Hard Candy Perfecting Primer. You can get this at Walmart, Target. So I'm first going to apply that all over my face. Now, once I've primed my face, I'm then going to take my NYX Conceal Correct Contour Kit. I'm going to use the brown to cover the spots on my face, and then I'm going to use the reddish orange underneath my eyes to cover my dark circles. So I'm just going to make sure I conceal, and once I've done that, I'm now going to use the reddish orange here and get underneath my eyes to conceal those dark circles. Now for my eyes, I'm going to basically put the darker shade of my Contour NYX kit. I'm going to place it on my lid, and I do this to give me a nice ombre effect. Just blending it in. I then take my brush and just blend that out, because you want to have a nice smooth surface. Eyeshadow is very important to have an eyeshadow primer. Primers help keep your eyeshadow locked in place, and it also allows it to be more pigmented than it would be if you did not use a primer. I'm using Too Faced glitter glue. You can find this at Sephora. And you just blend it in. I'm then going to take my Morphe Palette in 350. This particular palette does not have names for the colors, so just gonna have to wing it. I'm going to use this color for the top crease, and I'm simply gonna apply it here. And watch the motion of my brush, because I'm not going on the lid, and there's a reason why. Then I'm going to take a darker shade here, and I'm going to apply it in the same area, right over that lighter shade I already placed down, and just blend that out. So now I'm going to go in with a darker shade, which I'm going to now use this color, so you can really see that crease. Okay. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to simply blend it out. Now, for my cut crease paint pot called Painterly, which is also by MAC, and it's just a thicker substance. So I'm going to take some on my brush, and then I'm simply going to come in the corner and just trace. Just like that. Then I'm going to take a little more and just blend in the area, and that is how you create a cut crease. And I'm just doing it so if you would like to try it, you could at least see the process behind it. So once I've done that, I'm then going to place the lighter shade on my lid, and that will enable you to really see the transition of the cut crease, which I will be using my Morphe Palette, and I will be using this color, and I just pat. If you really want to get a nice solid color scheme with shadow, pat, do not rub. And there it is. All right, Now that I have my cut crease together, I'm then going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio Cream eyeliner and use my angled brush and go inside the tear duct of my lid. You want to go in the inside first. And then I'm going to take my more firm eyeliner brush and outline the outer part of my lid. Now foundation time. I'm going to be using Black Opal cream based foundation, and you can get these in Walmart. You can also get them in Target, and I think they're going for probably, I want to say $11. I will be using the shade Nutmeg and Heavenly Honey. The reason I'm using two shades is because one is the actual color of my tone, and the other I will be using as a highlight. And then I'm just going to take my finger and blend that in. And I think it's easy to use fingers, but you're also welcome to use a brush. I just like using my finger when it comes to the cream based foundation because it allows you to really get into your pores. So as you can see, my face is pretty much very clear, and the only thing that I have not touched is my under eyes. That's where my Heavenly Honey comes in. I use this shade because it's a lighter shade and it helps me to also be able to contour. So what I'm going to do is place the Heavenly Honey as a contour guideline. So you want to take it down the nose, top of the lip, chin area, under eye, forehead. Okay, now I'm going to use my finger and I'm gonna just pat that out in this area, in the lower part of my eye, and you'll see why in a second. And notice I'm not going into the corners yet. You just want to focus on blending underneath the eye. I'm then going to take my brush because I want to clean these corners up. So I'm going to use this brush to help me clean up this side to give it a nice clean look. So I'm just going to blend it in with my brush now that I've blended it with my fingers to really get in the crease. And then I'm going to take and brush this upward and just blend it out. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and just mesh the two foundations together. Now I'm going to just take my beauty blender and blend in the remaining foundation. I personally like to use just a cream-based concealer as well to kind of mesh everything together and go ahead and set it with my setting powder, Nye Banana Powder, because as soon as I apply my liquid concealer, I want to go ahead and set it quickly so that it won't crease. And then I'm going to make sure I go ahead and blend it out. And as you can see, it's highlighting the area in which I placed the foundation. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it with my banana powder. Then I'm going to do the same for the middle of my nose, just lightly, the top of my head, Then I'm also going to apply banana powder. I'm going to take a darker shade powder, which is in the Contour Kit by Anastasia. And I'm going to use the darker shade here, this one. And then I'm just going to simply blend in the areas in which I want to contour to slim my face. And blend it into my hairline. Then I'm going to take a slightly lighter shade to contour my nose because I don't want it to be so dramatic, but just enough so that you can't see the contour. And I'm taking my angled brush, and it's here. And now I'm going to take the darker shade and just highlight the midsection of my nose, not the entire nose, but just the midsection. Now I'm going to take my Sun Dip Glow Kit by Anastasia, and I'm going to use the highlight shade in Moonstone, which is this one here. So I'm going to take Moonstone and bring it down the center of my nose, and then at the very tip of my nose. And then I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. Now that I've done all of that, I'm now going to go ahead and set my foundation, which I'm using the Fix Plus Spray by MAC. I'm first going to brush off the excess banana powder, which will give you a nice glow. I'm now going to do my cat eye. Okay. Now before I put my lashes on, I'm going to do my lips, and I decided to do glitter lips. You have to purchase these online. Unfortunately, they are not in stores. But this is BH Cosmetics, and this is Colored Rain, and I'll have the links below. So basically what I'm going to do is apply the lipstick first. And once I've applied the lipstick, then I'll take the glitter and place it on top of the lipstick. And this is in the shade of Diva. And there's those glitter lips. Now lashes are tricky. Now you can either use your finger, which I suggest you don't. So your best friend would be tweezers. Using tweezers pretty much allows you to properly place the lash line right above your natural lash line. When it comes to applying lashes, you want to make sure you're at a downward looking angle. This would allow you to lay the lash on your lash line. And just place with the tweezers. And there you are. So this is the finished look, and I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, and I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you. I will definitely post the links to the products which I have used below. So if you would like to take a look at them or possibly purchase them, they are available to you. Until next time, keep smiling.